Like that, once again, it's on.
And just like that, once again, it's on. What's up, world? It's your boy, Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty radio show, the Ridin Durty podcast. We bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life. Man, I gotta say one time for everybody who's definitely been rocking with the show. And I gotta say, I've been gone. I had an amazing vacation. Salute to the whole 701, my entire family out there in Los Reyes, Michoacan. Salute to them. Thank you for the hospitality. I will see you guys sooner than later. It was an awesome experience. Had a chance to rest and relax. And now we're back in the saddle. And it's time to get things cracking. It's time to do what we like to do best. And it's bringing you the people that are out there moving and shaking and making a difference in our community, in our society, in our world. And, you know, I always like to start the show off by saying one time for our amazing sponsors. So let's run it down just like this. All right? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have the original detox tea. It's 100% organic and contains 9 herbs that work together to allow your body to naturally cleanse itself of toxins. Unlike most detox teas, this one is safe to drink every day for as long as you like. Good health starts in the gut. And when you flush your body with toxins, it gives you the foundation of great health. All right? Now, if you want to find out more about the Organic Detox Tea by Dr. Miller, please dial 410-231-8171. Again, that's the Organic Detox Tea by Dr. Miller, and that number is 410-231-8171. All right? Now, if you're an artist out there, all right, and you're trying to get your career going in the right direction, but you seem to have stalled or hit some speed bumps, well, you know what? Try WMR Music Group. WMR Music Group, they're a marketing, promotion, and branding company that can do amazing things for your career. Okay? Now, let me start off by saying this. Say you have a hot single, or you feel like it's a hot single, because everybody has a hot single, so they say. But say you feel like you have a hot single, but you're having... You right now, you just don't seem to be able to get it into the hands of the right people. Well, guess what? They have a very extensive list of DJs who can help break your record. Whether street DJ, mixtape DJ, club DJ, or radio DJ. They definitely can get your music in the right hands. Okay? All right. Now, say you have a visual and you feel like your video needs to be seen in the right places. Well, you know what? They can get your video to BT, TV One, World Star Hip Hop, or some of the greatest and latest blog sites, television stations known to man. Say that you have a story and you feel like, you know what? I just need the world to hear my story. And then I'll blow up. Well, they can get you in front of some of the hottest interviewers that you can think of. Whether it's radio, whether it's TV, whether it's internet. They can definitely get you in front of all the movers and shakers possible. Okay? So make sure you hit them up at WMRmedia.com. Again, that's WMRmedia.com. Hit them up and find out how they can help get your music going in the right direction. All right? Now, last but not least, would you like to lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days? Would you like to have a balanced pH system? Would you, if you have a battling high blood pressure, would you like your blood pressure to be just at a normal level? Would you like to relieve stress or slow down the aging process? Well, you can do all those things by visiting drjuicecleanse.com, all right? drjuicecleanse.com is an all-natural cleanser that does all those amazing things for your body and more. So, again, visit them at drjuicecleanse.com and find out how you can start living and feeling healthier today. All right? It's just that simple. Okay? Now, today is Thursday, May 30th, and let me run down my very, very small birthday list, but I gotta run it down. I gotta say happy birthday for 1/4 of the Mighty Mighty Goody Mob and 1/2 of Gnarls Barkley, as well as solo artists. I gotta say happy birthday to Mr. CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green turns 45 years old today. Definitely happy birthday, kid. Also gotta say happy birthday to a former member of the Terror Squad, female MC, and reality show star. I got to say happy birthday to Remy Ma. Remy Ma turns 38 years old today. So definitely happy birthday to Remy Ma. And last but not least, I got to say rest in peace and happy birthday to Big L. That's right, Harlem rapper Big L. If he was still alive today, he would be 45 years old. And even to this day, even though he's been dead for over 10 years, Big L is still considered. He's still considered one of the best rappers to come out of Harlem. So definitely happy birthday and rest in peace to Big L. Happy birthday to Remy Ma. And happy birthday to Mr. CeeLo Green. Alright? Now, I always say if you know any of those people, or if you're rocking with them, or if you never ever experienced any of the things they do, please make sure you visit some of their social media sites and check out some of their work. That's a great way to say happy birthday. Alright? Now, moving on over to a little celebrity news. I gotta say again, man, it seems like this thing won't stop going. It keeps going and going and going. I gotta say one time, my man Lil Nas X, Old Town Road just tied the record for the longest running #1 hit in 2019. So definitely congratulations, my man Lil Nas X, for the longest running #1 of this year. Definitely congratulations. It seems like my man Chicago rapper Lil Durk has ran into a little trouble. Tomorrow he will be surrendering himself for a shootout that happened actually right here in Atlanta in a restaurant parking lot. So it seems like him and another Chicago rapper will be turning themselves in for this alleged shootout. But if he's turning himself in, I don't know if it's alleged or not. But we're going to see how it turns out. But it did happen right here in the A. And it happened a couple months ago. But Lil Durk is turning himself in. Seems like my man R. Kelly got more and more trouble along the way. R. Kelly is now facing 11 more felonies. 11 more felonies. And it seems like if convicted, R. Kelly might just spend the rest of his life in prison. So hopefully, I don't even want to say hopefully anything. We're just going to see how that thing plays out. A month ago, John Singleton transitioned. Well, you know what? He left behind an amazing television show called Snowfall, which shows on the FX. If you are a Snowfall fan, or if you're not, make sure you go to YouTube. They just released the season 3 trailer to Snowfall. So definitely check that out. That's a Vic XL PSA. Definitely check out the Snowfall trailer. I also got to say one time for one of my favorite shows, The Chi. The Chi was just re-upped for season 3, but seems like season 3 won't have the main actor in it, Mr. Jason Mitchell, but they did just sign up. So season 3 of The Chi will be coming hopefully next year. I'm not sure what direction they're going to take, considering Jason Mitchell will no longer be the main actor. And it also seems like Kodak Black, who has found himself back in jail while I was on vacation, he tried to make bond, but because of what he's been convicted of, a felon with a firearm, an attempted murder case, and a shootout, the judge has said he's a danger to society, and they're going to say, hey, what? You got to keep your ass locked up. So Kodak Black will not be getting out of jail no time soon. Gotta say one time to director Gary F. Gray. Gary F. Gray just got his first star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So definitely one time for Gary Gray, and every time for everybody who made our hip-hop news. Alright? I just gave y'all celebrity birthdays. I just told you about our amazing sponsors, as well as giving you a little celebrity news. Now it's time for me to give you what I like giving most. And that's giving you the people on the street who are definitely doing that thing, whether it's through arts, entertainment, or just goodwill. And tonight is no different than any other night on the Ridin Durty show. So everybody at home, welcome to the Ridin Durty platform. Dallas rapper Mr. The King, the Great. What's going on, my G?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, trying to maintain. How about yourself?
I'm blessed to be here, man. Just blessed to be alive. Taking one day at a time.
That's definitely what's up. So look, let's get in. You know what? Before we get too deep into it, I got to give you a real detailed check and ask you, are you a Dallas Cowboys fan?
Most definitely, my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to have Jason Witten back on the squad. You know, I'm a D-Town fanatic, so I rep the boys here.
All right, I had to ask, man, because even though I'm here in the A, I represent them Cowboys to the death. All the way back to Tony Dorsett, Danny White, Roger Staubach. I've been riding with those Cowboys for years. I was riding with the Cowboys when they was 1-15.
It be like that sometimes.
You know it.
Last year we had a great season. Hopefully this year we have a better season.
That's right. They need to give Dak his money, give Amari his money, and give my man Zeke his money, and we can go on and win this chip.
Yes, sir.
All right, so look, let's get into it, man. First and foremost, we just let the people know you're from Dallas. But let us know, how did LaKing the Great, what made LaKing the Great want to get into the hip-hop game or get into the music business?
Well, it started with my he was in a rap group down here called DMD, which stands for Dallas Most Dangerous. And he's in the early 2000s. There was a local group that was here next to DA. It was pretty big. And I remember growing up watching my dad work, coming home from school, and I would peek around the corner and hear my uncle at the table and got the gas blowing and writing and working on beats. And it amazed me. And I used to want to just watch it. I was trying to dress him. I was trying to imitate him in every sense of the word, imitate. And I remember he could me. And he's like, you know what? You want to be like me. You be a rapper. Well, first and foremost, you got to get your own style. You can't be like me. You got to be you. And I remember this one time and made up. And I wrote this bar. I wrote my dad was like, well, his eyes are big, and he was like, this is something you want to do, you have to take it serious. And then he rolled me for years to take it seriously. And that, I caught the musical bug and just been doing it. I started to learn how to, like at like 10, so by the time I was like 14, I was able to make my own. Instead of like going to different people, buying and arguing with them about beats, I started making my own. And my dad always told me, if it ain't the truth, you don't write it. If it ain't your story, you don't write it, because real rap artists and real MCs don't feel fake people. So the bug caught me, and I've just been running with it ever since.
Man, that is dope. Like, so you're like second generation, which is really, really cool. Cause I meet a lot of people, especially in this generation, who grew up watching their parents, you know, try to achieve a music career, and I think that it's so dope to pick up, like, basically your father handed you the baton and you running with it, doing your thing, man. That's very, very commendable. I have to ask you, like, what's it like growing up in Dallas, especially when you're trying to pursue music?
Well, growing up, you know, I grew up like normal people. You know, I grew up, we pretty much didn't have anything, but my mother did, and my father did whatever they could to make sure I had whatever I needed. At the time, you know, I grew up in the 90s, so I grew up, it was a lot of music around me, from my dad to Pac to Biggie to Crack Mac to NWA, Ice Cube, Drew Down from Oakland, obviously, Too Short, you know, then we had Houston rappers, you know what I'm saying, like Red Shot Records, Big Mo, and Dope B. And growing up in Dallas at that time, that's all you heard. You didn't hear that many Dallas rappers unless you knew them. And this day and age, you know, we have so many talented people like Yellow Beezy and Travis Freddy. And, you know, to be honest with you, Dallas is, I would say, divided, because you could be a top-tier rapper that's on the underground scene here, and you couldn't get in the meeting with none of the big acts I just named. It's hard to get in the business in Dallas, so what I've seen to learn how to do is venture outside of my city. And people outside the city welcoming you with open arms. Growing up in Dallas is a great city to live in. You know, it's a loving city, but we don't play here. And I'm from Oak Cliff, so if you know anything about, if you've been to Dallas, you go to Oak Cliff, they call it Oak Cliff, America. Because we're like there's some people say the heart of Dallas. So I'll say we're the heart of Dallas too. So and it's hard growing up here, but music is all around us. It's always been here. I think we've been overlooked in a sense. Because, you know, they jumped over Dallas and went straight to Houston. So guys like Yellow Bees is making it easier for us to break in.
All right, you know
Dallas is lovely.
All right, you know what's funny? Because I've always followed, I'm going to just say the entire state of Texas when it comes to y'all independent scene. And you mentioned that you grew up in Oak Cliff. I'm very familiar with the Oak Cliff legend rapper by the name of the Oak Cliff Assassin. Are you familiar with Oak Cliff Assassin?
Yes, I am.
All right, so I definitely know.
Yes, I am. He's a pioneer to us as a kid. As kids, we listened to him. He was like a pioneer.
Yep, I'm definitely very familiar with them. So, and you know what? The funny thing, your sentiments are pretty much the same from artists from Atlanta or other areas. It always seems like you have to venture out from where you're from, then come back to where you're from to be embraced. And I don't know why that is, but it seems like it's that way.
It is definitely that way. You know, just like Yellow Beezy, he had to move from his home, you know, due to a shooting that happened on his home turf. And it's like in Dallas, you have a lot of people that from your neighborhood that don't like you because you're achieving something that they can't achieve. You know what I mean? I can't go back to my neighborhood without 4 or 5 guys with me because even though I grew up here, I was born here, I was raised here, and everybody know me and my family, you run into a couple cats that just don't like you because you're achieving what they don't. You know, they see you like, he like a free meal, let's go get it. And it's very, you know, like some people say, it's dangerous. You see a lot of rappers getting killed in their hometown for no apparent reason. Because another guy's hungry and he wants to be has.
And you know what they say, 95% of rappers who are killed will be killed in their hometown. And it seems to be very, very apparent because unfortunately, we as minorities suffer from that crab in the barrel mentality. Instead of going out working to get our own, we'll rather try to take someone else's. So, you know, it's crazy, but it's the story of us. And until we all work together to change it, it probably will be that way for a long time. All right, so you said your father told you, basically, don't spit it if it ain't real.
Mm-hmm.
You say your father basically told you, don't write it if it ain't real. So how did that affect you as a writer and as an artist?
It made me look at things differently because everything my pops and my uncle would rap about was from real life. And I noticed a lot of people gravitated to that. And it changed my perspective as writing because, you know, you're a kid, you're 8, 9 years old, you ain't really done nothing in life yet. So you just write stuff that sounds nice. But then I remember watching my dad. My dad had this song called Watch Yourself about my mother. And it was about my grandmother, the stuff that he was going through my grandmother. And I listened to it, and I watched how people gravitate to it and relate it to, like, y'all was the same thing my mom was. What's that thing my daddy? And it made sense. So it changed my perspective. I was like, you know what? If I write stuff in my life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, maybe people would gravitate to it. And when I started doing it, I started to gain more people around me. And you have to keep in mind, I grew up in an area where you have to sell yourself out the trunk of your car. Or you got to sell out your backpack. And that's what I started doing. I started recording in the studio with my pops and put it on tapes. And I would get a tape from my friends and their parents. I say, people, even though I'm 9, 10 years old, grown people are listening to my music at parties. So it made me change my whole writing perspective. And I ran with that.
All right. Now, as you've recorded, have you had a chance to do a song with your father?
Not yet. Actually, I got a new album actually coming out. And he's actually featured on the album. This is the first record we've actually done for us rapping on the same song. I've actually wrote hooks for my father. He had a song called After 5-0, which is the first hook I ever wrote for him, and I actually produced the record. At that time, at 14, so that's like the first record we worked on before we had been on the same track. This would be the first time we worked on the track together.
All right,
so
now,
it's a big honor for me.
I was going to say, now, how's that feeling knowing that you're going to go going bar for bar with your dad?
To be honest with you, I thought I could take him now. As a kid, I knew I couldn't take him, but as an adult and being through some things and seeing some things, I thought I could match him from bar to bar. We had a freestyle battle recently, and I won the battle, so it gave me a lot more confidence in it, though.
All right. Now, tell me, being an independent artist, other than, you know, the things that go on in your own city, what have been some of the challenges for you being an independent artist when it comes to getting your music to the next level?
Oh, it's a lot. I mean, you have to, like in Dallas, it's not what you know, it's who you know. If you don't know anybody that can help you, you have to maneuver around people that can help you. You know, so it's very challenging. One thing I learned is social media is a big help. I encourage anybody that's coming up independent, social media is your best friend. You know, it's a blessing, it's a curse. It's a curse because, you know, we grew up in an era where people would buy records and now you have to stream them. But social media actually helps you out. So the challenge is getting it out to a big fan base. I feel like if you got a hit record and you have social media, you can promote that record so many times as long as you want to get that buzz that you feel like you need. You know, I've been turned down by labels. I don't want to send my music to labels and got turned down and got a little letter in the mail to sorry I was looking for it, but I keep going. You know, I got the help of God, and you know, nothing in this world is free and nothing in this world is easy. But I have faith in myself and faith in my ability and my talent that I will make it to the top.
All right.
Ready or not.
And you know what? The funny thing is, the concept of the top is different for so many people. Because to some people, the top means being the top of the chart. To some people, being at the top means to be able to feed their family off their craft. So it really depends on what you want out the music business. Because a lot of people have made a living that's never been heard on the radio. So there's so many avenues and so many routes that you can take that, man, the top with social media, with the internet, the fact that you don't even have to spend money on physical copies anymore. Like, man, the road to success is a lot easier today than it has been. You just have to work very, very hard at it.
Yes, sir.
All right, now.
Yes, sir. And the top to me, you know what I'm saying? The top to me is being recognized. I want to be a legend like Pac and Biggie and LL Cool J. I want to be one of the pioneers for like 15, 20, 30, 40 years now. From now on, people would play my records. Contrary to pop belief, like right now, summer just beginning in Texas. So me and my friends, we play "Summertime" by Ice Cube. By Will Smith. We play "Summertime" here, and that record is like 20-something years old, and we're still playing it today. And that's what the top is to me.
And you know what? You're right, because that record will be around when that man is dead and gone. Whenever "Summertime" hit, that record's coming out, man. You cannot go 3 months of summer and not play Will Smith's "Summertime." It's just a summertime anthem, period, point blank.
Right.
So, I have to ask, the name LaKing the Great. Tell me the science behind the name.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you choose that name?
Well, actually, LaKing was given to me by one of my childhood friends' mother. She's Hispanic, and she had like a real thick accent, and she couldn't never say my name properly. So she's like, you know what, I'm going to give you a name that only I will be able to call you, and everybody in my family will be able to call you. So she looked at me one day, she's like, you know what, you're a young king. You're a black, handsome king. And she's like, you're so full of love. And she's like, that's going to be your name, LaKing. And it just stuck. The Great came later, because I actually had a mixtape called The Great Value. And it was like a value series. And then people started throwing the Great at the end of my name. And it just stuck. And so now when people see me, they're like, oh, that's LaKing the Great. And it just stuck. I was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to leave it there. Because I can't go up to nobody that's a friend of mine, and they won't come to LaKing the Great. Like an autograph, posters, or a CD, and they just say LaKing on it, they're going to get really upset. So I had to add the Great to it every time.
Okay. Now, I got to say this. When I listen to your music, man, to me, your music sounds very, very refreshing, sounds very, very fun. Tell me, why is your music like that? Why does your music sound so fun? Why does your music make me just want to have a good time?
Well, because I listen to a lot of rappers. I believe in following the trend. And the trend of music out nowadays is up-tempo, it's upbeat, and it's more fun. You know, it's not like it was in the 90s. It's all serious and, you know, political, and people getting shot and thrown in trash cans and crack babies everywhere. It's more up-tempo. And what made me write my two singles, which is Down Twerk and Diamonds, is because of my wife. I was sitting in the house one day, and I was writing, I was rehearsing, and my wife's like, why are you always writing something so serious? Why don't you write something to make people dance? And I just looked at her like, huh? She's like, babe, you know, music nowadays is up-tempo. And I kind of brushed it off. I'm like, girl, stop. Let me do this here. You go over there and do this. And then it kind of bothered me for a couple of days. And then I remember when I ran across the Down Twerk beat, I actually made that beat for another artist. But we started on a different beat, and I actually ran across of it. And I listened to it for a couple of hours. I'm like, okay. And I just started writing Down Twerk. And then when I wrote it, I remember me rehearsing it in the house on my headphones, and my wife was just walking around the house, and she started dancing. And I was like, okay, I think I'm on to something here. And then when I wrote Stupid Diamonds, my nephew was going to jam into it. They're like, oh, that's tight right now. That's that rhyme music, that's that club music. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm on something with this here. I'm gonna do this from now on. Like, and then it's just like, I started performing it at my mother's birthday party. And my mother's 50. When you got 50, 60-year-old, 70-year-old people dancing to young people's music, you're on to something. So I was like, I'm going to do this and make people feel good. I'm going to put these things out and make people dance because people don't dance anymore. I grew up in an era where it's just a party, not hugging the wall. You're dancing. You're out there with a girl, you can groove on, jamming, whatever. But now it's like people hug the wall. But now, since I put out these two records, it's like people come up the wall and I'm like, this is what I want right here. I want people to dance this forever.
All right, now, we're going to drop the Bounce Twerk record. But before we do, I got to ask, number one, so you said the beat was a beat you made for someone else. How hard is it to produce for yourself?
It's actually not hard as people think it is because when it's weird to me. When I explain to people think it's weird. I actually hear the beat before I even make it in my head. So it makes it easier. If I'm producing for another person, I have to sit there with that person, talk to that person, get to know that person, get to know their vibe, and then like I said, I heard the beat in my head. Producing for myself is easier for me because I know how I want to sound. I know how the beat's supposed to sound. I know how the vocals supposed to sound. I know how the ad-libs and the reverb and everything supposed to sound. So when I go into the studio, I just tell my engineer, push record, get out the way.
Okay. All right. Now, this song. Because you said right now you're concentrating on singles. What's next for LaKing the Great?
Mm-hmm. Next thing for me is album. I got the new album coming out. It's called Facts No Fiction. And I'm going to try to have it out July 4th or later in July. I have, so I'm constantly working on new music constantly. I got 18 memory songs I'm working on, video shoots, things of that nature. So I'm trying to get it out there the best way I can. Getting shows in line. Hopefully I get to Atlanta soon and rock the house out there.
Okay.
I love my ETL people, so just constantly working.
All right, now, you mentioned your wife. How important is it
yes,
for
sir.
you? How important is it for you as an artist who has a wife to make music that's respectable or that your wife can respect and that your children can respect?
Well, my wife actually encourages me to do what I feel like I need to do as an artist. She understands that if I use the B word, it's not to hurt no woman's feelings.
90 seconds.
I'm an artist. I push it down the road I see it. If you don't like it, don't listen to my records. If you like it, then love it. And she always gives me that mentality. My kids actually are my biggest fans, especially my son. He knows every song to my last 8 mixtapes, and he knows every verse to every song by heart. At 9 years old, my daughter.
Yeah, hold on. LaKing the Great, man. You finna turn on with the remix, y'all. Talking about mix.
It makes me feel like I'm
60 seconds.
Yeah, it's the boy LaKing the Great, man. You finna turn on with the remix, y'all. Talking about mix.
So it's very important to me.
Feel me right now, son.
For my wife to like it, it's very important to my kids. So it's very.
Remix.
I'm doing it for them now. It's for them.
Hold on, I got you queued up in the back. I had your song queued up in the back. So now, because a lot of artists are married, but a lot of artists will never, they never ever, because you jumped out there in this interview and mentioned your wife, and a lot of artists don't do that. How important is it for you to portray that married life and let people know that, hey man, I got a wife and I got a family and I'm doing this for them?
10
My wife is my
seconds.
better half. She's the yin and I'm the yang. When people see me out, you will see my wife. If you see me in a photo shoot, she will be somewhere behind the scenes. If you see me doing a radio interview, she'd be somewhere near. It's very important because I want people to understand. A lot of women believe all rappers cheat on their wives, all rappers are dogs, all rappers don't know how to be one woman. But you got guys that's been married 30 years in the game, streaming, that you didn't even know they had wives. It's very important to me to keep my wife in the forefront. So y'all know this is my queen. This queen helps me put out the music that you guys want to hear, that you guys pay money to see me perform in concert in, or any venue that I'm performing in. She's the one that persuades me to do it. She's the one that keeps me focused on doing it. So it's very important to me to have her out there so people know I thank God, but I also thank my wife, because if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be as far as I am now.
All right, no doubt. So look, before I have you introduce this single, let the people know how to find you on the World Wide Web and social media.
My Instagram is I'm on Instagram is Lakeem BFA. My Twitter is the same thing. You can find me on YouTube at Mr. Lakeem Thomas. So you can find me on there. My Facebook is on Facebook. You can follow me. You can friend me there. If you leave comments, I comment back on Instagram. You know, you can find me everywhere out there. You know, on Cinderella, my manager put it on Cinderella as Lakeem on Cinderella. You can look over there, listen to Bounce Torque, and I got some new singles going up there pretty soon. So you can find me pretty much everywhere.
All right, what was that Facebook one more time?
You come down to see me in the street, shout out. It's Lakeem Thomas.
All right, no doubt.
Lakeem Thomas on Facebook.
I'm definitely gonna link up with you. So do me one favor as we close this thing out and introduce this record to the people.
Hey, what's up, ATS? Your boy Lakeem, Dallas, Texas representative. This is my new single, Bouncing Twerk, featuring my lovely wife, Kia.
Appreciate it, my G.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's the boy Lakeem the Great, man. You finna turn on, I'm saying, with the remix, you know what I'm talking about? Feel me right now, son. Remix, I say bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk. I said bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one. Big booty young bum, I call her Miss Muddy. I love the way she dance cause it's looking kinda slutty. The way she bounce, girl, store big money. Big booty stallion walking through the crowd. I love what she do, she shitting other chicks down. Got a hood nigga over here saying damn. That makes you make the other girls look like clowns. The way she bounce up or down, God, I said wow. Big booty shit. I told her to bounce on it. Bounce on it, bounce on it, bounce on it, bounce on it, I say bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk. I said bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one.
Pretty brown skin chick, I'm thicker than a snicker. I'm from the triple D, so my booty's a little thicker. And I know what I'm doing cause it's booty magic. Watch me bounce up and down, watch me do gymnastics. Big booty chick. Twerk, 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 twerk on 'em. Twerk on 'em, twerk on 'em, twerk on 'em, twerk on 'em, twerk, 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 twerk. Touch your knees, then twerk, 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 twerk. Touch your knees, then twerk. Touch your knees, then twerk, 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 twerk. Touch your knees, then twerk.
Bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk. I said bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk, bounce and twerk. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one. She got a big booty and she got one.
Yeah, that's my man Lakeem the Great. Name of that joint is Bounce and Twerk. All right, it's your boy Vic XL. This is Ridin Durty podcast. Man, we'll be back. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We'll be back with the dude Monday morning. All right, yeah. Vacation over, back. Time to work. Let's get it.